research topic is correlated to assess some conservation agriculture practices, how these practices contribute to enhance the smallholder farmers' productivity, comparing the conservation agriculture practices to the conventional practices, and how these practices impact on the soil parameters like physical, chemical, and biological parameters, and how this practice also we can project to see what is going to happen after 20 years, after 30 years on those farmers that use this practice. Conservation agriculture is not a practice, it's a long-term sustainable practices that you are not going to see the results within 3 years. So you will see the results in a long term. But once they start, your soil will be more and more productive. Your crops will be more and more productive.
My PhD research topic is about the effect of soybean and the seaweed-based diet on growth performance, feed utilization, gut microbiome, and the taste receptor genes of Mozambique tilapia. Nowadays, fish meal is used to feed fish, but it's very expensive. That's why in this research I want to try to formulate the low-cost feed, because many research highlighted soybean and seaweed to feed the fish.
I'm dealing with genetic analysis of phosphorus efficient maize in Mozambique. In Mozambique, the maize is a staple crop that contributing for incomes and source of nutrients. So not only in Mozambique, in Africa we have serious problem of acidic soils. So this is resulting in low phosphorus availability. The smallholder farmer, they have no condition to achieve higher productivity because this process requires higher cost. My research will contribute to quick development of a new variety, new species that will be able to produce under low phosphorus conditions.
I understand that the higher education institution can play a critical role in addressing challenges of climate change in agricultural sector. I think they can do that through research, innovation, extension, and for us as polytechnic we can add incubation. Research and innovation can contribute by developing climate-resistant crops through plant breeding and biotechnology. I think also higher education institutions, they can test sustainable farming practice in order to help farmers to address the climate change challenges. We are trying to explore the local indigenous knowledge in order for the farmers to anticipate the climate-related risks like drought and floods.
This project, particularly the one SEG is working on, or we are working on, is a tentative to have one on the greenhouse plants, which can then be brought to the communities to do a kind of reforestation and minimize the effects of all this bad action from the people who are in the forest.
One of the concerns that we have is that this local knowledge, this traditional knowledge that's linked to the use and sometimes preservation of these foods can be lost, because the young people don't appreciate the use, don't want to learn, for example, the techniques that are used to produce this makwakwa porridge that's in a local language they call fuma. They don't like to use the mateo. Mateo is the bulb, I say, that they use during the drought times and famine times. They don't like to learn how to cook them and all that. we are planning in doing another project that's linked to techniques to preserve these foods.
Under the project of PASET Rsif, we are also planning to design hydroponic systems which are known to be more efficient in using water as compared to traditional systems.
This scholarship gives me opportunity to have another grant from Rsif. It's called the doctor grant that will allow me to increase the research fund and the conduct my research in best way, because in my research there is many molecular approaches that is very expensive, and that this grant will be useful for my research.
I'm very thanks for Rsif to support my PhD degrees. I very acknowledge for PASET, Rsif, Skills, and my partnership. I'm talking about Agriculture Research Institute in Naro, Uganda. Thank you very much.